Hey guys, how's it going? People are asking about an update on the Porsche 911 that was in a flood, actually in two floods, in North Carolina. How long ago was that now?
About a year, yeah. This is September last year.
So it was a family member that ended up donating it to him because he had just had enough of it because it was in a flood before that too, correct?
Yeah, I think in 2007 maybe?
I think I'd move at that point. So anyway, it went in and got flooded out again, and they tried to get it out of the garage while the water was up to, but how high was it? Top of the tires?
Yeah, just below the wheel wells.
So the water level was up to roughly probably right here.
Yeah.
And when they were trying to get it out in a panic, they hooked to it and they were trying to pull it out. Now, you gotta remember, you're slopping around at 2 feet of water. The door, water got behind the door and opened the door, and they didn't see it as they were pulling out, and it tacoed the door back. So a new door has been put on it. And the fender kind of cleaned up somewhat. The interior's been removed and replaced. Car's been dried out. Would you run on the inside of it to clean it out?
What do you mean?
You've run like a dehumidifier or something in it? What was it?
Yeah, I put a dehumidifier in it when I first got it, but I tore all the carpets out of it.
I'll let you do that.
And then I literally threw the carpet that was out. The stuff on the sides was okay, cleaned up. I pulled it out and washed it.
That's staying on the speaker on the other side. Is that the water line?
Yeah.
Half of it?
Yeah.
And the grill's turned?
Yeah. That panel's coming off. I'm gonna redo that panel. It's pretty.
Smells good in here, actually. It doesn't smell bad at all.
No, it doesn't smell at all, really, anymore.
Where'd you get the seats out of?
I got them online. They're retro Porsche race seats.
Like, are they Recaros or
They're
like
made
a copy
by,
of?
They're made by a company in the U.S. I can't remember the name on them. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So we had 2 videos going on this already. The first one was just kind of doing an assessment on it. I think we set it on fire at that time twice. And then the second one where we got it to the point we could actually run and drive it, but it still had a bunch of run issues, and we are still doing some more work on it now, or well, he is, and I'm here for commentary. The latest thing was it ran okay, but once it warmed up, it didn't like to idle.
Yeah, it would almost just like as soon as it came up to running temperature, it just drops off. It dies completely. It runs. It's a higher idle than it should be. It would run at like 1100.
Okay.
And then as soon as it got warm to lower itself down to normal idle, which is like 850 or so, it just dies right off and drops off and just stalls.
So we were kind of looking into what the issues were on it, and not on video, but we took one of the injectors out and we ran it in a glass cup and we let the injector run, and it was just giving a really just pretty much pouring fuel out. It wasn't misty at all.
No.
It was just dumping fuel through. So the injectors were bad, at least that one that we looked at, because one cylinder at an idle was not doing anything. Replaced that, it still wasn't the issue. Kind of looking a little bit more forward, we found that the injectors themselves, how they were sitting, so this is the injector, goes into the intake manifold, was sitting something like that,
just
right?
like that. You can see I haven't touched this one. That's right where it was sitting.
Dark, I don't know if you can be able to see it, but yeah. So anyway, that's how they were sitting. And when we looked further into it, they are actually supposed to be recessed down like what you see on this side. So we believe that was causing some of an intake leak, and he's in the process. What do you got, the 3 done on this side,
Just
or 2?
the 2.
So we're gonna get the other ones taken care of. We're gonna go try it again and see if that helps with the situation. Other than that, the fuel distributor you have a kit for, and it's possibly an issue too?
It could be the fuel distributor.
So it may be an issue when it's up inside here. It's a common problem. With him, it's basically just an O-ring kit that needs to go in it. So we're gonna move further along on this. We'll bring you back when we start getting somewhere and ready to fire it up. They can't see when you put your hand up in the air.
Yeah, I guess not, huh? You don't want to go on this end because then you got to go through all those things. There's one.
Genuine Bosch lube.
Yeah, gotta use the right stuff.
That tube looks like it's from The vintage of the car, yeah.
It is. It came with the car.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's like, hey, came with the car. Gotta go with the car.
Good save.
You want to make sure this doesn't spin when you put it on too.
Click.
Click. And then click.
That's one assembly.
Yep.
So you got an O-ring sealing it to the injector on the inner, and then an O-ring sealing it to the intake manifold. And people are probably going to ask, well, what difference does it make if it has an intake leak because it's an injector? Well, the problem is not that you're messing with the mix, so to speak. Well, actually, you are. Because you end up having a bunch of intake leaks, the intake meters how much airflow is going through it, and it knows how much fuel to put out. So if you have an intake leak further down the line, this is not going to register how much to tell it to put fuel out to the injector. So if you have an intake leak, although there's just not air fuel in there, it's just air, it still affects the overall output of it. So hopefully, we'll see. Not liking that one? Yeah, that seat's all chewed up, huh?
Yeah.
Some guys were concerned about the fact that when it was in the flood, it was brackish water, which is like half salt water, half fresh water, that the car was going to be totally rusted out over future time. It was what, 75 on? All the bodies were Galby dipped?
Yeah.
I think it's 75.
Yeah, 75.
So this whole car went, and when it's assembled, they dip it. Yeah.
Sorry.
So they really don't have that much of a rust issue. I don't know if it's kind of showing or not.
There's a little bit on the surface under here. You can see where that when it sat in the water, like you've got a little bit of like just surface rust under there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, there's no rust there. Battery tray has some surface rust in it, but that's just normal from having a battery there.
You're gonna try revving it? Sounds good. We'll let it warm up a little bit and see what it does. We're running about 10 minutes. Sounds pretty good. Look at that exhaust leak right now. A little valve tapping maybe.
That's what it sounds like.
Factory. That what it is. Snapped it right off.
I think this is the brake light.
Good place for him. Sounds much better. Sounds much better.
Sounds a lot better. It's actually idling.
You want to bring it back down? We'll romp it a few times and then change the fluid. We're going to change the transmission fluid. Much better. Much better. Nice. Yeah. So you can drain the trans fluid out of it again. What's this, the third time you've done it?
Yeah.
Because the trans did get a bunch of water in
This
it.
will be the second time.
Okay. Let's see what we get color. We ran it in gear too, so it should be kind of mixed up with it. There you go.
Oh, she's milky.
Yeah. Plan is to keep doing that so we get some clean fluid out of it. Yeah, it kind of looks like a.
Milkshake?
I was going with baby poo, but
Yeah, it is baby poo.
I think that might be a more.
Yeah, now it looks like it's actually being pooped out of the car.
A little too much dairy in the diet, I think. And for those who are going to complain that the door didn't shut right, like butter, because it was on the lift. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, maybe not like butter.
How to clean your free Porsche. Don't worry, it's not original paint.
Now you're out of gas. You're out of gas.
$5 to ship it anyway, so I just put it in.
What's the issue?
Are you filming right now?
You think?
Does this make fun of Justin Day? Apparently the gas cap is
Did you tighten that like you tightened the drain plug for the trans?
I didn't have anything to do with that, but it's just been a while. I don't think there's enough in here to start this thing.
That ought to get you.
Let me make sure this isn't nasty.
Make sure it's gas. It's like kerosene or something.
Ugly.
How many gallons do you get?
As much as would fit in here. 2.7.
What you're saying is we got a good 15 minutes of beat time before it's out of gas?
Yep.
Good.
Unless we drive towards another gas station.
Plenty. And it's not sponsored by Milwaukee. Just
Sponsored by Gear Oil. Runs with fuel in it. It's weird. The wipers finally stopped.
go on my side, I'm all set.
Never know what kind of beatdown run this will be.
Well, sounds better.
It's running way better.
Good on my side.
Yeah, there's a cap that's quite loose
just so you can see the deck. Sounds good.
Shit's better.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good though.
No popping anymore. Like driving a go-kart with that wheel?
Yeah, it's tiny. I like it. This thing's tight.
Like that. There goes your wipers again.
It drives really nice.
Yeah. And you got brakes now too.
Oh, we do? Oh, yeah. What the heck? That's
Maybe I just looked at the brakes. Boost power.
No, the gears are like this far apart. Yeah, it's got a little skip still.
Yeah. Rolls nice though.
Yeah, it does. Should pull harder than that. It's up and goes. It's so smooth. It doesn't feel like it's
Right?
you're not going as fast. That might be it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's got a little sputter.
You did 5 injectors because that's what you had, right?
Not stalling. Yeah.
That's just the rain sensor. We'll blame it on that.
Yeah, that rain sensor from 1979.
So what's your over-under on it starting?
That's gonna start right up.
All right.
And the wipers are gonna go. I knew that was gonna happen.
Great that you bought it.
I didn't buy it.
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
stutter.
it's got a little stutter.
So you get for buying just 5 injectors and not 6.
Yeah, right?
You get light.
You think they felt that at home?
I gotta get me one of these. Pedestrians.
I'm gonna get yelled at.
gas too. It goes, it really goes.
We have a half a tank. Even after the flood, all the gauges work. Apparently the wipers do too. Maybe they were on during the flood. It was raining, you know. It was like, well, I'll just stay on.
Okay, functioning gauges, not a one.
But the radio still works. Actually,
The brake light still works.
I think it does.
No, don't turn that on. I don't want to listen to you listen. Roxy music. Somebody else was ahead of you. Uh-oh. Wrong side.
Yeah, I'm not used to it. I don't know the car well enough to know what it's gonna do, you know?
Where it's gonna hook.
Yeah, they hook up really easy. You smell burning rubber?
Burning something. Oil. Gas.
I actually like the steering wheel. You know? It might be a little small. I feel like it should be on a power wheel.
Barbie and Ken's Jeep.
Yeah. Maybe they're Escalade or something, because it is a Momo wheel. Yeah, this speedometer's gotta be off. Sure it's not in kilometers? Can't see coming back through here.
Pedestrians. I got air last time. Well, that's it for playing. Might be on fire one more time.
I like it's on fire.
We'd call that vaping now. No longer smoking. Till the next one, guys. Later.